guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, the beautiful face on your screen is Unothando Luyanda Kabela. To my returning subscribers, to the G-Force, welcome to another video by the Makabela. As you saw in the title of the video, it is a story time. I could say I'm back with the story times. I'm not sure yet, but you know where to find me. It's every Wednesday here on my channel. So, like the story time, I feel like now that I'm finally telling it, certain people could put it to bed. Because whenever I'm meeting a certain group of people or I am with people that witnessed this time of my life, they want to bring it up all the time. They want to speak about it. And it's just so uncomfortable because, like, why would I want to speak about this? Even like doing the story time, I was like, no, Tanda, really, do you really want to speak about this? Because it's the most embarrassing time of your life. And then I noticed, and then I realized, oh, good to know, yes, then these people are not even in my life like that anymore. So this is the last time I'm discussing this. I'm discussing this. So if like you know me and you usually bring the story up and see you like we're sitting together or something, just know that I'm not gonna respond because like the story is here. If you want the story, you can come to my channel and watch it. I'm not answering any questions or whatever. But yeah, like it's been like flipping 6 years till it happened. But I know whenever I meet certain people, they are going to bring it up because it's being spoken about each year, every time. I know, like it's so embarrassing. So why would I want to speak about it like that, you know? But you know what, guys? Let me get into the story for those who don't know. Nansen Zoazlige, maybe you're not gonna know the names, maybe someone's gonna drop the names. I don't know, but I don't give a fuck actually. You know what? Now I don't care. So let's start like this. This person, we could say they used me. This person, we can say they took advantage of my kindness or whatever it is. And people from the outside saw me as this dumbass bitch. But was I really the dumbass bitch or I was just being played? Okay, so basically what happened, I'm gonna start it in the beginning, the story, and then I'm gonna lead it up. I remember this one time I just started school, the school that I used to go to. And I was with my parents and we went to the uniform shop to go buy my uniform because I was gonna be going to grade 8 in new school, so I needed to buy a uniform. And yeah, basically, yeah, just like you know those preps that you do when you're in grade 8, buying uniform, blazer, all of that, you know. And then I see this boy. First thing, I have never dated before this whole situation. I've never like had a boyfriend like that. Like in primary school, I didn't date. Like I didn't. I was more like busy with other things really. Then dating was the last thing in my mind, even. Like so, I see this boy and I was like, he's cute, you know. And I think nothing of it really, because at that time I was really into other races, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna say I did not like my own race. It's just like that. So, well, like I feel like that says a lot. Um, and it wasn't that deep though. I was just like a coconut, like a deep coconut. I want to listen vuthiwe. It's like melange ukuthi utsike maso fak straw maso yaphuza. I was, why am I saying that? Because coconuts don't have water inside. It's because in where go to like guys, I usually see like those places where they use like coconut shells as cups or whatever. But yeah, like I was a full coconut, like going into high school. Okay, fine. So we start school. I see this boy at school, and I'm like, I started crushing on him. Like I started having like this crush building and stuff like that. And we are going to call this boy young man. We're gonna call him young man because what? Because he deserves that name. Hey, he deserves it. Like he deserves it. So we're gonna call him young man. So we used to, like, one thing about my grade, the grade I was in grade 8, we were all like this. We all chilled together. We were all like, there were groups, but we would all sit together. Like, there was, you would know, it's okay, this person is friends with these people more than these people, but we were all chilled together. Like, we'll all have a section at school where we chilled together, like by the tuck shop, and everyone would just be there, you know. As much as like you have your friends, but we'll all be together. Like, not everyone will be speaking to everyone, but we will all be together and then sitting in our groups, but all together, you know. So we'd be constantly around each other, like, all the time. And obviously I'm the big mouth and I talk a lot. There's no ways you're not gonna notice me in public, you know. So yeah, him and I don't really recall how this whole situation or this whole thing started, but how did this whole thing start? I don't know. I think he discovered that I had a crush on him. And then he took it upon himself to go to, let me grab this with both hands. Because in grade 8, I used to be very flashy when it comes to my money. I used to be like, I didn't really care. Like, money was like paper, basically. So if you asked me to give you a 2 rand and I had a 50 rand in my pocket, I was gonna give you the 50 rand and just buy. Now I actually think about it, and then I was a child. Come on, I was a child. But at the end of the day, my parents have money. They give me money. So at that time, I was like, yeah, well. But now I'm like, I should have been more cautious when it comes to that, because that attracted the wrong people to me. You know, me flashing money like that attracted the wrong people to me. That's why when I stopped doing that, like, my friend group divided by 100, basically. So yeah, then he took it upon himself to grab it with both hands. We start speaking. The guy at the time, he had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend, but he was still willing to speak to me like that, you know. But he was aware that I had a crush on him, and he entertained the whole thing. And then he used to like ask me to buy him stuff and all of that. Like, for example, lunch. I used to buy it because I'm a clown. I'm a dumbass bitch like that. Um, buy him lunch if he wanted like anything during the day. If he decided, you know what, I actually want 5 packets of chips, I'll buy them. If he decided that he wanted 2 water sandwiches, I'd buy it. If he decided he wanted this or wanted that or wanted that or wanted that, he was like willing out, while I was willing to like do all that. Okay, fine. So then like time progressed, and the things he wanted from me grew. So it was never now the fact that he just wanted me to buy him chips or whatever. Now he wanted like real ass stuff, like real shit. And he planned this with his friend, I think. Oh, it's okay. It is because they knew how much I liked them. Because when time, like, the more I spent time with them, the more we started speaking. Like, he used to entertain the whole situation, you know? He used to entertain it. And obviously my feelings grew and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure I was such a clown. Oh my god, I must remind him if I have his number, because now we're just good friends and we laugh about that whole situation and we just vibe. But like, oh my god, Luthando, wawucabangani? But yeah, okay, yeah, ngimthengele izinto. And then I remember this one incident that happened where his friend was like, if I pay him a certain amount of money, he's gonna make sure that he does not speak to other girls and he's gonna be all mine. Basically, that was the agreement. And then in my head, I'm like, because I knew he spoke to like gang shit girls at that time. And then I was like young in grade 8. And did I not take that deal? I'm like, fine, we're gonna do that. But you have to first do certain things, and then I'm gonna give you what you want. And now when the whole thing happened, I was like, how is this person convincing this person to do this? Because as much as him and I used to speak and I started liking him more, but he was still a jerk. Because you could see, like now thinking back, good, he was only doing those things because he didn't like me like that. At that time, I just thought, good, it's just a boy being a boy and he's just a boy. But like when you actually think about it now, he didn't like me like that. That's why he was doing that, you know. And all of a sudden, when we made that deal, his behavior changed. Now he's texting me more. Now he wants to, do all these things that so and so had decided, or so and so had told me Gutu Zozenta if I pay him X amount of money. That time, maybe the money could have bought a Galaxy Boy t-shirt. Is it Galaxy Boy? I don't know. T-shirts, an underarm cap, uh what else could they have bought? Like, I don't want to make it so obvious the amount of money I gave this person, but for that age and us being in grade 8, it was way too much money, you know. And I had been saving this money, like I was saving it. From if my parents would give me like 200 rand, I would save it or whatever like that. So I'd save that money up so I could have this. Like, I don't know, because I think it was just being desperate, to be quite honest. Because I've never been in a situation where I was overwhelmed with feelings like this, because in primary I just didn't care. Now I'm just was exposed to this dating thing, and then I just went crazy, basically. I just went crazy. So that continued, and like they basically continued chowing my money like that. They were chowing it, bro. They were chowing it, and that attracted people who were in the outside. I started having fake friends too that are coming to do that same thing to me, like chowing my cash and stuff like that. And people can say whatever, but no one really came and told me. Like, people can say, oh, no, time didn't see, what people were using her, but I didn't see that. And I didn't have friends who were gonna warn me, like, what's yeah, because sometimes you need someone to just be like, dude, can you see what's going on? Because sometimes you don't see what's going on. I didn't have those kind of friends who are gonna be like, bruh, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Like, I didn't have good friends because they were all there for one thing. They were just there for one thing. And the friends that I had coming from primary, they actually never said anything. And they were not part of the whole chowing money stuff because they knew me from primary school. Like, them seeing a rich black girl wasn't like yabo, but uh, like people that I met in high school were the people who were juggling on that train. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think because we are all just naive and small, with my friends that I came with from primary. I don't think they even thought about telling me, go to bro, can you see what's going on? I don't think they even paid attention, or they did, or they just decided to keep it to themselves. Because to be quite honest, I'm very hard-headed. I probably wouldn't have listened if they had. I would have probably been mad at them because if I don't see something, I will tell you, go to your bed. Look, I don't see what you're saying. I'm not gonna say you're bed, but I would like to disagree with what you're saying. Now that I'm old enough, I would probably say it like that. Probably back then I'll be like, you're talking crap. Because I was just like, you know. But now that I've grown, I'll probably say it like that. But back then, I don't blame them if they saw something and I didn't say anything because I used to be a non-band. Yo. But yeah, okay, so that happened. They started trying my money. Okay, we do the deal. We exchange money. The guy started acting right. Everything was okay. And then obviously, like, I started like seeing who's no, you know what? This is not the life that I want to live. Actually, this is not what I want to have. And I just started like distancing myself from him. So basically, he was just there to chow my money and for me to buy him food and buy him whatever at school. He was basically using me, and his friends were using me, and other people around me were using me, until I met my recent best friend, and she was like, okay, you know what, that's her name, Suselola, and transfer her. Like, I think knowing her made everything better, because she like, uncle Mr. Brown, not everyone cares about you, not everyone is like this and like this, like this, like this. And then she like, one papa misa, basically, if I could put it like that. But now looking back at it, They just saw an opportunity. Maybe I'm making excuses for them now. They just saw an opportunity, I guess. We're gonna chow money, I guess. And then they chowed it. They chowed it, and it's okay because it's not like, yeah, well. But yeah, like guys, like moral of the story is don't spend on niggas like that because they're gonna use you, especially if you're in school or whatever. Don't do that. Don't be like me. I would enjoy the difference between you and I would mean I have a YouTube channel and I am saying my sparkles on camera. I'm pretty sure people have done worse things. They probably like sold their houses and stuff like that. Because I do have like subscribers that are like 20 something and above. Like I'm pretty sure you've sold your house or done like weird ass shit for a man. Like just buying my story is like buying food and giving them money, like a lot of money. But I'm pretty sure people have done worse things. So the difference between you and I is that I'm a YouTuber, so I tell my shit on camera. Like I know we all have done something weird when it comes to guys. Like come on, like I would never do that again. I don't think so. There's nothing wrong with spoiling a guy if you like them, or like saying, okay, let me buy this for them because you want to spoil them. But for me, it wasn't spoiling them. I was basically buying him. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I spent so much money on him, it could not be losing him spoiled. Like now looking back, it was basically like I was trying to buy his love. What did I expect? Mingenza loko nam. Like now when I'm actually thinking about it, cause maybe if I could get all that money back, I could even buy a proper camera to shoot my videos with. I'm joking, okay, it's not that much money. But yeah, but while I will be probably halfway there or whatever. But now looking at the money that I spent, but now, like every time when I meet up with people that I went to high school with, they'll always remind me of that. And obviously, people used to just see me as this girl who's just flashy and what. They didn't know that people were whispering things in my ears. That's what they don't understand. That's why I want people to try understanding. It was never a matter of I just see a random person standing and be like, me mad, see another random person stand and be like, me man. These people are people who acted like they cared about me. And people who acted like they were in need. Like someone would come to me and be like, I don't have transport money or whatever. I'm the nicest person. And like if I was at a place and you needed transport money and I had the last 20 rand in my pocket, I'll probably give it to you and see what I do because I know like my parents are gonna do something about it, like I'm just like that nice person in general. Ogutinje, now I'm more cautious to who I spend my money with, to, or whatever you like, however you want to put it, and um people don't get that I didn't just wake up and be like, people actually invested their time in order to get to that place where I would be free to only that boy that I liked, that he didn't really have to do much but just like look at me and smile. And then boom. But when it comes to friendships and people that were not part of that relationship, I don't even think it was a relationship. I think now we have a friendship, you can put it like that. At that time it was not a relationship. It was what do you call this when someone uses you for money? Yes, this is a crime. When someone acts like they um they care, that they just there to chow your money, it's a crime. Like sending them money and stuff like that, it's a crime. I just forgot what it is. Like you can take someone to jail for that, for misleading you so you can give them money. What do you call this? Whatever it is, I don't know what to call it, but it is a crime, yeah. But like really it's not that deep now. I'm just telling the story time so people can relax. Yes, in grade 8 I used to spend a lot of money on people. I used to be a crazy girl. I used to be a dumb girl. I admitted I used to do all these kind of stupid things. Can you put it to bed? Can you put it to rest now? I'm a grown person now. I know how to handle my shit. Okay. So yeah, that is the story, guys. I know it's short, but please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you next week, Wednesday. Same time, same place.